when I was in Munich, this guy came up to me and started to talk to me in German and broken English. I didn't know what he was saying, but he was talking about a hotel room, and then he went to the elevator, opened the elevator door, and he was behind me, and he shouted at me, and I turned around and looked at him, and he said, "You, come to my room now," and like ordered me to go to his room with him. And basically he thought I was a prostitute. He wanted me to go with him so that he could do whatever he wanted to me. It was gross, and so I told it on my main channel. And I'm reading comments, and a lot of people are being like, "Oh my god, this is so disgusting." But I just now I'm reading comments that says, "Well, you should stop dressing like a hissy skank." I said something in that video that I deleted. When I was filming the video, I was like, well, you know what? I was wearing my pajamas, which was pajama shorts and a tank top. Like, kind of putting some of the blame on myself that man thought I was a prostitute. And also, when I told Josh about it, he was, of course, furious, but he was like, well, what were you wearing? And I was like, wait a second, why is this the question that we have been taught to ask when girls are sexually harassed or assaulted or raped or anything? I feel like oftentimes the first question anyone asks is, what was she wearing? As though what she's wearing is deciding how a man will treat her. I don't know, I hate that that was my first thought. I hate that that was Josh's first thought. We didn't have bad intentions, it's just kind of what's been drilled into our brains from a young age. Like, that is what we're taught to ask. Like, well, what was she wearing? Because it was probably her fault, which is insane. Like, I should not feel guilty that that man was a disgusting pig face and looked at me and my body and thought, I want that, it's gonna be mine, and I'm gonna treat her terribly because she's wearing shorts. Like, it's my fault because I was wearing shorts. To me, that's crazy, because guess what? If I saw a man who I was attracted to wearing short shorts and his, you know, no shirt so I could see his, you know, sexy chest or whatever, I wouldn't ever be like, one, he must be a prostitute. I also would never be like, well, because I can see his chiseled abs, he's mine, and I'm allowed to talk to him in any disrespectful way that I want because it's his fault, because he's showing me his chest and his abs, so that means that I can be disrespectful about how I talk to him and how I treat him. And he's an object for me. Like, no one would ever say that about a boy, but if a girl has cleavage or is wearing short shorts, then suddenly it's her fault if she's sexually harassed or abused. Like, I don't know why that is what we have been taught, but it needs to go away. Because I was wearing pajamas, and even if I was wearing a bikini, or it doesn't matter if I was wearing a bikini or a onesie, my clothing is not the reason that man was an asshole. Like, he was a dick because he's a perverted dick. It had nothing to do with my clothes. And so I was just a little sad that that was where my mind went, and where a lot of people's minds go when they hear stories like this. Like the fact that that guy was like, well, it's your fault because you dressed like a hussy. What? Like, I don't know. I'm hoping that's a troll, but I have seen a few comments that say stuff like that. I mean, there's no one that said, prostitute, you do look like a prostitute. Like, because it just, the more I think about it, the more it upsets me. Like, the more I think about what had happened to me and how much worse it could have been. I'm really lucky that he didn't try to grab me or do anything to me.